I like this little catchphrase that I use almost. I say, born in Lithuania but bred in Britain. So I was so I was born there. I lived there till I was about 3 years old, and then I moved to the UK. And yeah, I pretty much, if you can, like most of my childhood, I remember obviously has been in the UK. I mean, I do have like sort of little flashbacks here and there of when I was like really really young, but obviously I can't remember too much since it was such a long time ago. But I do. I have gone and visited a couple of times and stuff like that, and I'm still very patriotic towards Lithuania, and I still bring out that flag as well as the British flag on my fights. So yeah, man. But then obviously, I know when people try and pronounce my name, and before they talk to me, they fully expect me to have like a strong European accent, and then next thing you know, he's probably got the strongest British accent that goes about.
It's a pleasant surprise if you're like me and you're like apprehensive about how you're going to pronounce this. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. So man, can you kind of detail like a little bit about kind of your, obviously personally, like what, I guess what attracted you to fighting, and then like how you found MMA? And if you can also, I'm a little bit just curious about what the MMA scene like was there in the UK, what that's what it was like for you.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, I've had a bit of a crazy journey. I've mentioned it on other podcasts that I've been on and stuff like that. But I've pretty much, my dad was a Soviet Union heavyweight no holds bar champion. So he was back in the early days of MMA. He was a badass. So obviously, if I was ever told to clean my room or clean the dishes, there'll be no second guessing. I have to do it straight away. Growing up. But yeah, I mean, look. So obviously, he had his base was basically from kickboxing and sambo, and so he naturally obviously progressed that towards me. And then I started when I was about 5 years old. And at the beginning it was like nice and playful. Oh, look, check out this cool kick or this cool move or whatever. And then about 3 weeks later, it's like, all right, we're training hard now. No more messing about. I'm like,
wow, here we go. Quick.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. When I'm like 5 years old, so obviously, I've had to learn a lot of things, and be disciplined and stuff like that, which I'm very thankful for now. Obviously, I took a break away from it. I started competing in kickboxing initially. So I was a 4-time British kickboxing champion, 4 different age groups, and then I did a bit of judo, competed at a couple of tournaments there. So like pretty much you can say my whole life has been revolved around martial arts. But like I say, I think I took more of a mental break than anything. I think. My parents just wanted me to try other sports. Obviously, my dad, I don't think he ever really actually wanted. I mean, maybe he just says that just to say that, but I don't know if you actually really wanted me to do MMA in the first place.
Sure.
But my parents, they sort of wanted me to explore other sports. So I played tennis for a little bit, and then I actually played basketball, and I went out to America. I lived in the US for 2 years, for between the ages of 16 and 18 to go out and pursue basketball. So I wanted to try and get a scholarship. I actually think I ended up being a little bit better in American football, but that's another
amazing.
Story.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just crazy. So I have a pretty crazy journey, and but like if I would say when I stopped doing martial arts sort of a bit more seriously as sort of the priority sport, is probably when I was about 12. But I still competed in it all the way till I was 14, even though it wasn't like my main sport, I guess you could say. And I think it was a bit weird for some of my other coaches. I'm bringing home medals and trophies from martial arts, and I'm still trying to pursue these other sports. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I ended up going to America. I had like a Division 2 school that was scouting me for basketball, but it was nothing really too serious. And then when I got to like 18 years old, it's always been my dream to be a professional sportsman, no matter what it was. So obviously, the next natural progression for me was to go back to MMA, because realistically, that was my last chance to become a professional athlete, which was my dream from a young kid. So I called my dad when I was 18. We were figuring out, should I go to university in America or should I just come home? And he was like, yeah, just come home and we'll get on the MMA journey together again. And then that's it. So here we are. So yeah, it's been an absolutely